What is going on, everybody? Hope you are doing well. We got live action shots here going on. We are out in the wild. Let's make sure everything's pointed correctly. That sounds pretty good. So we'll take this and stick that over there. So that should be good. We are out looking for spice. We had quite a few different plans for this evening, but logging in, actually my guild told me first. I need to give credit where credit's due. Saw it on our Discord, and when you log in, you'll see it off to the right. Thank you, Jiggy. That we are getting another double boosted, whatever you want to call it, weekend in Dune Awakening. What that means is mining resources. You're going to get double, which means you're going to get things a lot faster. And they are also going to reset this number. Go away. They're going to reset this number. So everybody's going to get 35. As you can see, I have 12 right now. So before tomorrow, I need to make sure that I get all 12 of those done because they're going to automatically boost it up to 35. If I don't do it, it's still going to go to 35, but 12 of those will be missions that I've already had. So, what does that do for us? Well, I went and got some plastanium materials, dravidium, titanium, earlier in the buggy, and got at least the machines going because we are super full on water. But I kind of want to wait until tomorrow and so on to do this because we are going to get bonuses for everything we do. So why not wait, you know? But there's plenty of other things that we have tonight, so we're going to do that. So we're just cruising around now with our carrier, looking for some medium spices. I don't really feel like getting too crazy tonight, so we're not traveling up into PvP zone. My deep desert has actually gotten a tad bit feisty as of late. So I don't know if it's the potential of a pending closure or if we are just, I don't know, maybe some people just got fed up. I don't know. But yes, individuals are getting hit out here. Now, one thing I always say is you can see above my compass it's all nice and yellow and gold, which means I'm relatively safe. I say relatively because people could still show up and mess with me. You know, they jump down into a field I'm collecting and turn their Holtzman shield on to draw a worm just to mess with me. People can drop thumpers. So they can still get you, they just can't shoot you and do damage. But I mean, I gotta say it, if you go into the PvP zone and you get hit, that's what happens. That's what it's for. It's a shame, and I'm sorry that it happened to you, but, I mean, you know, if you jump in a pool, don't complain when you get wet. That being said, I've never been a supporter of griefers. By that, I mean, in my own Discord, for my guild Discord, a person had posted up that they took the buggy. I can't talk. They took the buggy out to one of the ore islands. Hey, look, there's somebody. Let's see what they're doing. All right, so there is a medium field, which is exactly what we're looking for. And these guys have gotten there first. This is something I want to talk about. This good timing. So I was mining. I was harvesting from a medium field last week, and I'd done 2 stripes right up the center, and was getting ready to do my third. And another carrier came down, and they just dropped the crawler right on it, and that guy started going along with it. In my opinion, I'm not going over there. Whoever these people are, they got there first. It looks like he might be a solo because he looks like he landed his carrier. But even though I was close, he got there first. Good on you. I'm going to go on my way. Uh, but that's the way I feel. And since this is a multiplayer game, I can't expect everybody to feel the same way I do. Well, you might be in PvP zone there, mister. You're taking a risk. But yeah, I can't expect people to feel the same way I do and play the game how I want them to play or how I think they should play it. Um, it's a multiplayer experience. Everybody can do whatever they want. So the fact that these guys came in and plopped down on a field I was already going, if the situation was reversed, as I just did, I'd fly away. But hey, it is what it is. Now I can say and think all I want about that. Like, I tried to do the right thing by what I think is the right thing, and I actually kind of like it when people show me that I am in fact one of the good guys, or that I'm, between the two of us, the better person. Is that from this guy? Might be. Came from this direction. Sorry that, well, we'll take the rest of this field there, brother. Can't be leaving stuff like that laying. Let's look at that. HOA is going to complain. Oh yeah, it was definitely a crawler. All right, I'll clean it up for you, buddy. You just go do your thing. But yeah, like, it's kind of nice that, when they show me that I'm the better person. So thank you for that, individuals. But it starts and ends with me, my own thought process. So, whatever. What I can't, getting crushed. What I can't get behind though is people who are just griefing. Griefing would basically be like your carrier, I come across you, you're out there doing whatever. Like in the example that was brought up in my Discord, my guild's Discord. Um, the bad guys came along while he was running around in his buggy, and they just took a las gun and destroyed his chassis. Nothing else, just the chassis. Now, what that does is it makes the vehicle unusable for you because you can't get in it, you can't operate it, it doesn't work, it's a broken vehicle, but it's not considered destroyed. So you have to get out there, you have to take it completely apart, and you're either going to, if you can repair, I don't know if you can repair a chassis, but you're either have to repair or replace the chassis in order for the rest of the, to get the vehicle back. And it's literally just messing with somebody. If you're gonna jump somebody like that, you want to destroy their stuff, go for it. Take them out too. And I'm not even gonna really get all that upset about laying a trap. The What I'm talking about is, whenever you are using a cut array or you're repairing and stuff like that, you're using power. So to kind of sit there and wait for somebody to do something that drops their shield and then hit them, it's kind of poopy. But you're gonna lay a trap and somebody's gonna walk into it. It's just what it is. I'm a fan of the lore, so I will definitely support an instance where somebody, get up in the air, buddy, get up in the air, where somebody sets a trap, because that's cool. I think he's coming this way. He's probably coming to get the rest of this field. A little upset that I'm doing it. Or he's just hovering. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, like I said, I'm not even going to fault somebody for setting and laying a trap, but just to mess with people, no. And that's also same, I don't know if that was like a hawk or what. Oh, they're dropping down now. But yeah, like I said before, where people will drop in on you and turn their shield on while you're harvesting to draw a worm and destroy your vehicle so you're stranded and then just roll out. I don't know. You got nothing better to do? Like all the things in this game you do and that you can do, and that's what makes you excited. But hey, to each his own. I just don't do it. I don't support it. I don't think it's... Ooh, hey, what's going on here? It's kind of strange having a patrol set it off. Okay. Yeah. But anywho, so we want the rest of that. I'll do one. I'll do one run to clear it off, and then that'll be enough cleanup for me. And we shall move on. See what we can find. So we can get that down before we hit. Just barely. Let's go this way. Oh my gosh. Okay. All better. So yes. I don't know. It's one of the hazards of... Why am I still getting... Great. Alright, well, I think I'm done. Did it go away now? Is it all because he's patrolling? Come on, man. If you're familiar with my content, one of the things I preach is that if it feels like a mistake or it feels like it's risky, don't do it. This is one of those moments. This was risky just for a single swipe, but... Yeah, let's think better. Let's think better of a... We'll make better choices. So anywho, but yeah, so what we've got now are, I wouldn't call them griefers, but they are being kind of douchey about the things they're doing. And, I don't know. But there is a reason why we have the, attack bird out there in the deep desert base. You didn't see it because I started when I was out here. But yeah, we've got, we brought the fangs. Just in case. I got, where is he? I think I'm a co-pilot back here. I don't know if you can see him. What's up, buddy? Good boy. Don't get up, though. He's so old. But yeah. I say that a lot, but yeah. We'll head back to base. The whole reason we're starting off here is because with the free weekend and all, free weekend, what am I talking about? With the boosted weekend, we're going to get bonuses for mining, bonuses for production through our Landsraad victory. We're going to get all sorts of crazy stuff, but it doesn't really affect spice. So, you know, we can get out here and start collecting some spice because it's not going to change. It will save plastanium ingots for the weekend, starting tomorrow morning. I wish, like, in real life I could start my weekends on Thursdays. That would kick ass. Yeah, 16 minutes. I can say a bad word. Which one is it? There it is. So it's the right shift allows you to fly straight forward, at least in a carrier. Does it shut off and turn on when I thrust? Let's see. We're still moving forward? What I'm talking about. Not a free weekend, a boosted weekend, as far as I know. I don't think they're doing a free weekend. So for us in the game already, we get all sorts of bonuses. I don't have enough space in my Haga base for any more strange boxes, so I'm not arguing with the lack of a free weekend. Come over here. Is Mama home? Mrs. Rabbit home? Mama home? Tired boy. My Facebook page, I saw some pictures of him from like 6 years ago. He was so young and peppy and pudgy. Poor guy. So yep, auto flight with the right shift. Normally I wouldn't do this, but we're gonna go ahead and hit this because we're heading to our base, which is 1.5 there. Might as well. Doesn't take much to clear out a small field. Oh wow, we came out of there real high up in the air. I think I get about 600 spice from one of these things. One of these smalls. I usually hit a small on my way out if I cross over one. Just to, you know, get the machine working, make sure everything's okay. And then like this, where I'm heading home, we might as well. Normally I would like to save these for young entrepreneurs who are just starting their deep desert trips. This probably would have been a good one for somebody because they don't have to go very far out, but recently discovered a setting for the flight and view of gameplay made player trail out. When disabled, you will not glide down when looking down. Planetary lock. Interesting. Do you automatically, I don't lose altitude in vulture mode. And I can actually gain altitude in vulture mode. Do you see that too, Jiggy, or no? Am I just super special? About to crash. There we go. So we did make changes to the base. You see all the Lord of the Rings stuff in the background. Huge fan of it. I am a hobbit. I do not like change. So it's a little rough for me. My previous combo base was working just fine. I'm not really worried about aesthetics so much But we tried a few other things with this one. It's kind of got the same base print. Put the ramparts in here. We got some pillars. Um, Ended up building a different type of side base. We spread out our machinery a little bit. I'm not sure about it yet. Um, wow. Oh yeah, still got the crawler. That's one thing that changed is I usually always did the side entrance, but now we're doing a central entrance. I made it a little wider so she didn't bang around. I did not make the building as a whole taller yet. Don't you do it. Uh, we did kind of an angled pattern on occasion in some spots. We'll go take a look around it, but the issues I have is this upper hanger is freaking huge, and I was trying to go smaller, and I somehow made it even bigger. I don't know how I did that. It didn't line up very well. I'm not expecting it to. Like I said in the description, that when you do something different, you change it up. It's a learning process. So I didn't expect it to come out 100%. This kind of reminds me of my home base. But I don't think I've got enough spice in this bad boy to actually start production, do I? No. Oh well. Let's dump that in there so that next time we don't just accidentally start going out with it and rock and roll. So yeah, we made this smaller. I got my 3 desk stills here. Moved this off to this side. Not sure about this. Didn't take time to center them up as well as I should have. Big old spice generator refinery right there. That's just because of where it landed. I built most of it and then forgot I had to hide this, so wow. These don't need to be here, and they probably shouldn't because I don't do anything with them now that I've got them full. Then nice little double stairway that gets up here, but I can actually get to the other one. That was a big problem I had with my previous base, was the fact that I just couldn't get from the side hangar to that without having to go outside and jump around and do stupid crap. So this is better in that aspect, but I don't know. It's a first attempt, so we are gonna keep at it. So one thing that kind of goes wrong with the replicator things is, you stagnate. Like here, I'll tell you something that I kind of liked and then hated. I wanted to put the pillars up here. It's just for design, but I hate the way they end, and they don't go all the way to the ground. So that's annoying. Like, look at that. Oh my. Oh, I'm so sorry. It almost made me throw up. So I can't look at that. I like how this kind of turned out. It's absolutely got nothing to do with, like, it's not even remotely usable or feasible, but visually I kind of liked it. So I want to continue to do this, but this is one of the reasons why that upper hanger is so freaking large. Like, I gotta find a way to squeeze it in there. Back on my Haga base, and there's a guy that has a carrier hangar that he has to fly directly into, which is pretty neat. So I should probably try to come up with something like that on my own. I ended up having to push this out because the carrier wouldn't fit completely in there. I know it doesn't have to, and you can have the wings sticking out the back, but I don't like that. It just bothers me. And then by the time I got over here with all this stuff, I was just tired, and it's like, dude, just get your base up and running. You gotta get it rolling. So we did. It's also another reason why I have all of my turbines facing the same direction except this one. Hold on a second. I gotta talk to somebody. Somebody just said that they wanted to buy some industrial pumps. I think I got a bunch. Let's take a look. Whoa, wrong button. So here's another thing is my old base I'd know exactly where to go. Now I'm just like wandering around like a moron. Trying to figure out what box. Somebody's looking for industrial pumps. They were like, does anybody have any they want to sell? But they offered 1,000. I mean, Zoe's getting 2,500. I got like 35 million Solari. Ah. So I asked how many do they need? And the response was probably as many as you're looking to part with. Somebody didn't realize I have 132. What's up? How's it, Straff? 222? How you doing, man? Haven't seen you yet. How you doing? Um, so what do we do with our pumps? I know this person. They're a pretty decent person. Well, I don't know them, but I've seen them on. And keep in mind, I've already got everything built as much as I need. Um, why not? So this is a great opportunity to talk about. Just wanted to say and give Bailey like how you put the stream to description. Nice touch. Hey, you got it, man. Thank you. This is a good segue into one of the topics I wanted to talk about. They just recently announced that they've got a fix for the recent exploit of okay, that's what it was. Must pate up. Okay, sorry. Yes, they recently just fixed a she may have sent a party invite to me already. Might be dumb. Nope, it's a sent, so there you go. But yes, so they recently fixed or patched the exploit for Solari duping. Now it's a very strange thing. Why why would we bother to do it? You know, like, why bother duping Solari? Back in the day when taxes were a thing, there was a reason to have Solari. Not so much anymore. I mean, to be honest. So, whoa, easy, 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 easy. Forgot I came in the other direction. Holy cow. Oh my god, she's gonna see my horrible base. Oh well. But yeah, they just recently patched the Solari duping. That seemed to be going wild, and it just kind of destroys the market. Don't know why we would bother duping Solari these days. You know, I mean, it lets you buy super awesome, cool, expensive stuff. I mean, but it's nighttime. Make the red go away. So we're gonna wait. I guess I'll put my sword away. It's not nice to meet new people with a sword in my hand. We're on the same server? That's cool. For now, anyway. Like, if that locked setup is to be believed, may not be here that much longer. But yeah, so they fixed the the Solari duping thing, and I mean, I know one reason why Solari was done that way. Anytime you see something that was, I guess previously, that was in the marketplace, like in the auction house, in the auction house, anything that was there that was like 200 million, 250 million, was probably somebody who was, like, you know, you give them $10 in real money, and they do, you know, they give you a bunch of Solari. So it's a way to purchase Solari, so you don't have to actually go out and get it or anything like that. She should be coming here pretty soon, right? Yeah. So that's what those things were when you used to see them. I don't know why we're doing a whole lot of Solari duping nowadays, but yeah, it became an issue and it just ruins everything for everybody. Boop. So now we will trade. My offer is 100 pumps. She's going to offer 100,000. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. 3, 2. Oh no, I don't want to do it. Let's see. Can we do it real quick? Yep. Alrighty. There you go. So yes, the auction house has kind of been ruined because of the Solari duping. Things are just ridiculously priced now. I have no way to get from my roof to in here. And that kind of blows, because one thing I always liked, at least in my head, was a situation like that. Somebody needs something, I've got a bunch of it. This is what I do in this game. I just go collect things. I'm at the point where I've got more things than I could ever need or could use on my own. I've already got, like, what's the biggest use for industrial pumps is, what is it, a vehicle fabricator uses them, I believe. You use them for some wings. You use them for, main thing is the large cisterns. I've got large cisterns at my Haga base. I've got them at the monastery base. I've got them here. I've already bought all that stuff, and I still had 133 just sitting in an open inventory. So if somebody else could use them or needs them, I don't care. I mean, I want to get something for it, but, you know, don't just give me a couple plant fibers and walk away. The auction house was a was a good place to go for that. Hold on a second. We're going to do some shameful promotion. Shameless. That's why I did it. No. But yeah. What I always liked was I would take. Um, Jesus Christ. Anywho, I can't get a thought out between stuff happening and me being a. Oh, I almost said really bad words. So anyway, oh, Jiggy, here's what I'm talking about. Since I know you're watching, is this just a me thing or is this an everything? So here I am. I'm hovering. I've got no speed whatsoever. Let's get some height so I don't smash into some rocks. That's good. So when you um, when you do this, right, you drop down and that gets you your speed, right? And as long as you stay with your nose down, you'll maintain that speed. I got to go all the way up there before I start dropping. And okay, I think I'm a little too high. I can actually be down on the ground and engage that, and I can lift off even from level flight. So I didn't know if that's supposed to be that way. I don't know how to say that. Gurhi, Gur. Anywho, so yeah, I used to go to the market and I would offer up things for sale, and I was not horrible with my pricing. I would do, like I sold taro cutter rays for like 50K. Um, Materials. I would go there and I'd see people selling like spice melange for 20,000 a pop and plastanium for 20,000 a pop, and I always put it up there for like 5 or 10 at the most. Um, I think it was 5,000 for spice, and I think I was doing 1,500 for an ingot of plastanium. And the concept I had in my head was that, first off, people complain about nothing on the market. It's like the auction house is dead. There's never anything for sale. The question is, well, how many things have you put up there for sale? Because if you haven't put anything up there for sale, then you're kind of part of the problem. Uh, I'm not saying it's good or bad. If you don't want to sell stuff, don't. But then you really can't complain when nobody's selling things if you're not either. So that's what I would do. Uh, oh, permanent boost. Exploration 20. Okay. That explains it. Man, did I ever ignore the exploration tab. I really did. Holy crap. I got to stay on target. Jingle keys. Um, so I would go in there and I would sell stuff like that. And I would also sell weird materials. Like I would sell thermonuclear coolers or thermocoolers, the responsive ray things and all that stuff. And I always thought to myself that I was, you know, helping the community, that players who need a few of these things just for the moment were grabbing it. But in actuality, most of what I was doing I was just supplying resellers, because I would sell stuff and it would end up going back on the market at 10 times what I was selling it for, which kind of made me feel sad. Um, I think the auction house was a great idea, and it was just completely and utterly executed the wrong way. The fact that there was never a price range for something, like, They should have an ingot of plastanium goes for 5 to 15. Let's just do easy numbers, 10 to 20K per ingot, whatever it ends up being. And then if I want to sell it for 10, I can. If I want to sell it for 20, I can. But I can't sell it for 500 or anything ridiculous, because what that does is that allows for the manipulation that we're seeing, um, and that's gone there. Uh, they should have had a base range, and you could sell whatever you wanted. That is something that video games in general, of all kinds, whenever they try to replicate or create an economy, usually runs into problems. Um, let's go way back in the day. I used to love playing that game Fable. I don't know if you know what it is or if you've heard about it, but I used to play that and do several different run throughs and replays and stuff. And after I finished the little opening sequence training academy thing, uh, you would leave the little training academy thing and it was like, all right, good luck on you, go seek out your fortune. And the first thing I would do was I would run to the first town, the one that's right by the academy, and I would go in and I would buy all the apples that the little food vendor had, every single apple. Because the way their economy went was it had a price for something, and then if the vendor had a bunch of it, the price would drop. If they didn't have any or very few, the price would be higher, which is just a very simple concept of economy. If there's a bunch of something, you don't pay for it as much. If there's very little of it, it becomes rare. So I would go buy all his apples, and they were only like 5 coins or whatever. But once I bought all of them, I could sell them back to him for like 10 or 20 coins. So I'm making profits standing in front of the same guy, just click, 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 click. And I would do that until I got about 100, maybe 200 coins. And then I would go over and I would go into the little tavern because they had this card game thing where you had to like match cards. It was like a little mini game. And I would do that until I got enough money to go back to the guild, because for some reason the guild sold master level swords and armor. And I would buy that. I had not completed a single mission in the entire game. I walked out of the academy and went straight to town, bought a bunch of apples and sold them back to the same poor bastard standing there. And then I would go into the bar and wager against myself to play a little mini game. And then I would just go back to the academy and buy master level gear. So it was fun. So like the first half of the game, whenever I do any kind of mission, it was just as one shotting everything. It was just burning it through. Now that doesn't really matter too much because it's a single player game. It was just me. There was no online, and at that point, whatever I want to do, I'm going to do. But in a situation like this, where we have an open market, the auction house, and everybody on the server shares it, it's you can't run a simple economy like that. You just can't do it. You've got to code better. And now what we have happening is people will go to one server, like I could go to my place, buy a bunch of stuff, and then I could transfer to one of the higher population servers that was ripe with Solari duping, and I could sell all that stuff for 20, 50, 70, 100 times what it's actually worth, what I paid for it, and just rake in billions. I mean, why? Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go buy pumps from Zoe forever? I mean, I've had this 36 million. Now, it did go down. On Christmas, I went in and bought everything that was in the auction house. So it's just like my Christmas gift to everybody. And it actually dropped me down to like 6 million or so. And I've just been building that back up since. Well, it's March and I've already put 30 more million on it. That was from selling spice and selling plastanium. And then, like I said, some of those weird other things like the coolers and responsive rays and things like that. But what you just witnessed here is what I intended to do with the stuff I had through the auction house but couldn't. That was a person, and they needed it. And I'm sure when they put that out there, it was more of a joke. Like they were just like, anybody have this? Not expecting anyone to respond. And in fact, somebody else did respond, and they were like, I'm really short on them. Otherwise, I'd sell you some. Probably not a chance that they thought they were going to find somebody. It was just like, I got 100 if you want them. And I mean, I don't think you can fault me for keeping the other 30. So, But I wish the auction house could have done what just happened. I would love to know that the things that I'm selling, and I don't want to make a fortune off of, the things that I'm selling are going to somebody who actually needs them. If that makes sense. I got another 30 sitting right here. So I just sold 100. I've got 60 still. Like, look at this. 252. 295. I've got 500 ray amplifiers. I've got 400 thermo responsive rays. I just made a video telling people that they got to fly around the deep desert and scan buried treasures because it's one of the easiest ways to get these. 400 sitting here. I don't know. That's a little low. That's not bad. Oh, I sold a bunch of agave seeds too. Got 30 out in my deep desert base right now because I didn't bother to put lights because I wasn't happy with it. Still got 145. But we're almost done there, huh? So, yeah. I see some people that are like, they should just wipe everybody's Solari and lock it down and start over. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute there. I've never duped anything. The point they're trying to make, though, is there's the high potential that some of that 36 million Solari that I've got came from dupers. Somebody who bought stuff from me. Now, the thing about it is I've never inflated my prices. So, calm yourself. But I saw a lot of people were saying that what they should do is just do the same thing they're doing with house scripts. You can't really duplicate house scripts, but it's still a currency. I don't know. The discussion I saw was also on whether or not they should do some kind of a punishment, whether they should do, suspensions, bans, whatever. And there was a lot of people that were like, yeah, it's not a bannable offense. I don't think that it should be a bannable offense. But we're going to put a little pin in that because I do change my mind on that. But I think it should be something that maybe you do that and you're doing your stuff and then you notice that you get a little message saying the Emperor's banker has noticed an increasing or a sudden increase in your Solari, and they're wondering why. Just sending you a message saying we're the Debs and we noticed. And if you continue to do that, well, then maybe you need to take some time off. I don't think you should be banned unless they give you like 3 or 4 warnings and you do already go through some like 3 days where you can't play and that kind of stuff. The reason is because what you're doing negatively affects the game as a whole. Everybody pays the price for that. Inflated prices make the auction house ridiculous. It cuts out anybody who's, small. And even when you find a situation like this where, here, I got 100 pumps that I'm selling at half the price Zoe sells them. How long you think 100 industrial pumps would make it on the auction house, and how quickly would they be turned around and sold for 5,000 each or 3,000 each? The reason that works is because you can only buy them from Zoe for a short amount of time. Otherwise, you got to go through Sentinel City. And, But yeah, I think some type of disciplinary action, just to, hey, me, we're watching you. Just based on the fact that what you're doing is negatively affecting other players, and that shouldn't be allowed. You shouldn't be able to do that. And I know that, there's the apprehension of doing something like that because this isn't a huge player base. And if they just start kicking everybody out of the game, what kind of player base is going to be left? But I got to be honest, when you have certain things happening like this, how many times does this become the one straw too many? Like, there's a whole section, a whole aspect of your game that's useless because people just made it ridiculous and inflated the heck out of it. And, I don't know. But I wish there was an easier way for the transaction that just occurred to happen on a greater scale. Somebody says they need something, and you have a way to respond. Obviously, what just happened can happen, Post it up on chat. Does anybody have this? Is anybody selling these? And, yeah, you could do that, but it'd really be nice if there was a place we could go to do that. I don't know, like the auction house. But unfortunately, that got ruined. So, there it is. Well, since we came back here, I'm going to drop off money. We'll just put it in the dump box. I actually had to go through and clean out the dump boxes the other day. This one was at 98 and the other one was at 56. And I was like, "Whoa, boy, we're getting full there." So we had to, I had to address it. So I have several things that we want to do. First, I kind of want to leave the deep desert base alone, let it regenerate itself. I do have to click the button because otherwise the filters will stop. I mean, a full tank is the end goal, but I can get what I have already made. And then tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we'll hit it real hard during that bonus weekend. Can't say no to double. But we do, like I said, have some things that I want to prepare for. Mainly, we have a big issue is because we went through so many bodies in our death stills in the deep desert last week. I was popping I had 2 stills, and we just relied on our pre-existing supply. So I have 3 in this box, and I've got 9 over here. So these were both full before we went out, and now there's nothing. So we gotta fix that. How are we gonna fix it? Well, we're gonna come over here, and first I noticed that I've got a bunch of yeah, we don't want to do it. I got a whole bunch of fuel cells on me. We'll go ahead and drop them in there. We don't need that many. 1 should be fine. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? That's coffee. You'll hate that. Just cruising on through, huh? I guess. So we're going to go out. We're going to get some bodies. And we're going to collect some materials. Do all sorts of fun, exciting Landsraad stuff. Because it's required. We have to do that before the big day tomorrow, because like I said before, all of this stuff is going to go away if we don't complete it, so might as well just complete it. Let's take a look here. Our number is 31 in crafting. I don't know if there's anything better. Well, that's not bad. 38 though. It's going to take a while. It can be somewhat handy. Sorry, this could be somewhat handy. I don't get enough sleep. That's my issue. I don't get enough sleep. I haven't gotten enough sleep in the past week and a half. And the sleep I do get is crappy. I think tomorrow, go to bed Friday night, man. I'm wake up whenever I want. I don't really do this much. I don't use the cutter, so that's awesome. We'll take that. I don't normally summon worms anyway, but hey, if we can make it better, we can make it better. Hmm. 25 would be a good thing to hit, but yeah. Exploration. What do we got here? Reveal the fog. Might be good for deep deserting stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's kind of mediocre. Level 50. We got a long way to go. We are at 43, so combat, heck yeah, we're almost at the 50% damage thing. And we're cutting our way through this big block of nothing but skill points. It's not like skill points are bad, but what's up? What's up, Norway? How you doing, man? But yeah, this is a big drought where we get anything good, but combat is usually when I don't know what to do, I'll just do ones for combat, and then of course level 11 for sabotage because I just can't get behind it. So, pretty much anything with sabotage, we might as well put points into, right? Let's see what we have in the list today. Oh, look, we own that already. Oh, somebody wants to go out. Tell you what, before we get started in the whole Landsraad stuff, let me let these cats and everybody out. I believe Mrs. Rabbit is home, which is why we've suddenly become whiny. So, give me just a few minutes. Okay, we are back. I opened that door. Didn't realize I had 3 cats in here. I didn't even know I had one. But now we've got 0. So it's just us. Which is good. Which is great. And Mrs. Rabbit still isn't even home. So they just took off. Um, so we're going to do some missions. And unfortunately, I've got to decide which houses I need to do. I need to find a better way of tracking exactly what I've done. The only thing that's worth it on this anymore, honestly, that I'm like super after are the placeable swatch, just so you can decorate space, which I have a bunch and haven't used very many of them at all. But I'm gonna. So, like I said, we're branching out. Uh, I know last week we did Lindara and we did somebody else. Oh, I know. These guys. So these 2 are done, so I don't need to do them, but I don't know the rest of them that I have. I think this is the last one that I have to do for combat, or I did that one. That one, see, I don't even freaking remember now. No, I know I did this. I did these 2 as well. Lindarn might have been the week before. See, that's the problem. Now it's all just... So, they're not even open. They're already gone. I mean, we've already claimed them, but... Mortani is one of my favorite. That's what my deep desert stuff looks like. Advanced machinery is nice. I've got 12, so honestly, if I could push all of that to one set house, that would be great. But definitely won't be spanning too many things. I'll tell you what. What do we want the most? Exploration's getting a little weak, but 50 would be nice. I don't think I could do that many. Like that's I don't think there's enough points in the missions I have. I've almost got this one done. What are we at, by the way? Backpack volume is up 36% already. I love this because if I don't have anything in my backpack, I can hold 2 bodies now, which is great. I used to have like a line of death stills in the deep desert, and I would have to go to the box, pick up the body, come over, put it in, back and forth. The best thing you could do is if you left them in a vehicle or a storage container, but then you're going to it, click, storage, change. No, it's just pain in the butt. But now I can hold 2, so that's super exciting. Small things. If you take a lot of joy in the small things, you'll be a very happy person. Simple, but happy. You know what? Simple is it's actually great. Honestly, gathering might be a good way to go. I would like to get here just to reduce the threat a little. Area would be nice as well. And we're only at 21, so we are lagging behind. We don't even care about this, so I probably should. There's probably a reason to care, but not right now. So we're going to focus on gathering and we're going to focus on combat. So let's take a look at what options we have in both of those. I know I have no points for these guys. They're actually right across the street from me in Masquerite territory. I already got a plasma cannon, but I guess I could get another. What's another one? Soar? I don't think I have Soar. Nothing speaking to me, so I think good old House Canola Oil is going to win. And I mean, we'll put a combat stuff in Moritani just to help the cause. I did that earlier. Do I have points somewhere else? I think I do. Where do I have points? Oh my gosh. Thrilling. Thrilling, I know. How do I not have 1,000,000 subscribers? There it is. It's in House Maros. Nothing too exciting there, though. That those two missions is from doing the Fremen Finds video I just did. That's why that exists. Any of those come back? No. Okay. So we're gonna stay in here, and we're gonna stay in here. So let's see. What can we do? That's some Broodworks stuff. So is this. And you know how I love combining stuff. So we're going to accept that. And canola. Bingo. And we'll go ahead and we'll do the capitation strike. I guess we'll put you there. I guess I could find. No. The watch save the burn their operations to the ground or in our favor. It's a sabotage, though. Let's do it, because it's Broodworks, and so is everything else. Why not, right? Okay, so basically we just picked up 3 missions for the Broodworks. Decapitation Strike, I've done so many times. I don't need to track that. I know where to go and what to do. The Slipping Off the Land one is pretty easy to maneuver around. I know where to go on that. But Shaping Operations, I had done it, but I'm not sure exactly what to do. So I'm going to leave that one tracked, and we're going to try to get that done now. So let's hop in. Still using this busted old ornithopter. But you know what? Get you where it's going. Somebody made a comment on one of my videos, and they asked about advice on flying. And said how they were burning through a lot of fuel in the assault and everything like that. One thing I will point out is if you drive these things, if you fly like a grandma, then when you actually get into combat, you're going to be fighting like a grandma. And I'm old, so trust me, I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I understand how, especially in the deep desert, it's so much safer to just fly through as high as you can so worms don't eat you. But my advice for flying for anybody is, take some risks. Set up a little personal goal. Say, you know what, I'm going to try to get as close to everything as I can without crashing into it, and see just how well you can do it. I don't have thrusters on this thing. But yeah, that would be my advice to flying is get out there and do it. Throw some rockets on an ornithopter and shoot some bad guys. Wow, there's a little fight going on there, huh? I love how back there in that little, that's like one of the Atreides places. I love how I am literally a peacemaker in this world, because those two were fighting back there, but if I show up, they're immediately going to solve their differences and forget previous trespasses in order to take me on. They won't do it if they're like actively engaged in with somebody, but as soon as you can break their focus off of each other, spreading peace through the sands. Don't fight each other, guys, when you can fight me. I'm thinking about doing a really big stream this weekend. Normally, I'll do the 2 hours every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And I was thinking that I've actually got an opening this Saturday, and I was thinking about doing a long one, something like, I normally do 6 to 8. I was thinking about doing a much longer stream. Not that I would expect anybody to sit there and watch me for hours and hours and hours on end, but it's more like one of those things where if you're playing, throw me on something on the side, we'll play together, we'll chat. I don't know how to say your name. Hello, Genki. I know how to say your name, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's Gurahi or Gura. I'm not sure. But if you're on my server, dude, look me up. Go do stuff. But, yeah, I was thinking about it. So, eliminate snipers in the watchtowers. Okay. Oh, he's so far away he looks silly. And then he disappeared. I don't know if... I don't think that hit. I think that bullet dropped. So now he's got his shield on. Take the shot. Take the shot. Come on, you can do it. We'll trade blows. You gonna die? Oh, I hit the handrail again. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Such utter garbage. I do not know the drop of this weapon, that's for sure. Alright, we're gonna aim up here. This guy over here and the other, I'm pointing at it like you could see it. The guy in the tower to my left is just sitting here watching when carnies fight. Oh, that one hit you in the stomach. You can fall down now. Come on. Thank you. So what I do there is I'll zoom in on them, and then I just kind of tap to a side. That way when they shoot, they miss. Let's see if we can do better with this guy since he's so close. What are you looking at, dude? There we go. Now it looks like we know what we're doing. Let's see. Whiffed that one. Oh, I didn't move in time. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait, and we're just going to tap it. Makes them miss. Especially at these long ranges. I can't see that guy, but... let's just run over here. You need to calm yourself down. Who shot at me? Like Hollywood movies, you know? It's like when the hero's running up the stairs and the guy's shooting an automatic weapon and it's just hitting the handrail the entire time. I mean, I always made fun of that, but I'm living the dream now. Somebody's living a dream. Who is still alive? Okay. Sabotage the first buggy in the garage and the second buggy in the garage. I know those are both there. And the one living off the land, the first thing I got to do is head over there in order to do something. Oh, I got to get some fuel cells. And they're both in the garage, so we're going to zip on over. Now that we've killed all sorts of snipers. I don't care about those guys. Ooh, a little bit of an ankle breaker there. Alright, so here's where all the fun is.
Someone's here. Huh?
It's a me, Mario. You're dead. Wow, that guy went down quick. And down you go. Okay, so for the other mission, Everybody's dead, yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not getting my butt kicked here while we're doing it. Should be this one. Track. And I should have to harvest fuel cells. So yeah, they're right here. Boop. Perfect. Problem with that, though, is you pick up so many extra ones. So now's a good time to go in here, drop these if you don't want them. I don't need them, so I'm going to just clear the inventory space. And then I have to sabotage these things. But I don't think it's going to show up unless I actually track that mission. Oh, I know what it is. It's this one, not that one. Okay, so you're broken. And sabotage the second buggy. Yeah, it's funny that it's very tricky. I remember this mission now. These ornithopters suck. Alright, before we do that, though, living off the land requires us to go in here and get a drink of water or sabotage the water. But that's also where the sergeant is. So we're going to go kill the sergeant, do the water thing. We're going to do the water thing. No, we're going to kill the sergeant first, because then everybody's going to get activated. The water thing is right down in there. And then the layer above it is where we have to go for the sergeant's little comm thing. So, man, they really need to work. Nice shot, by the way. We really need to work on more missions. The fact that we're... Oh, come on. The fact that we're doing this way. Let's do the water. Oh, there's bad guys. Okay, that's done. Ooh. And let's see. Right, here's the comm device. You can set me on fire, I don't care. I don't care about you. Actually, I do kind of care about the getting set on fire now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so now we got to break some ornithopters, right? So, I think the better thing to do would be to kill this lieutenant guy. He's up in here.
I see someone.
It's me. Now where I've got to go for the... Somebody's coming. For the decapitation strike is... up where the lieutenant is. That's also where 2 of the ornithopters I have to break are. The other one, I think, is above us. Ooh. That's right here. Oh, boy. Now we gotta fight. Alright, let's get these 2 swinging together. Oh, come on with the dispenser blast.
Found them. Don't get found.
This is one of the worst things in this game is when you get 2 melee people. Oh, nice dodge, man. I thought I had it there. If you get them together, you can actually do this. Oh, that's the opening. You can actually do that and get them both. If you can get one to get stuck kind of behind them, you know, where they're lined up, the back one will lose track of you. So here, we're going to sabotage this. And that was the first. I think there's bad guys about, but we're crazy, right? Track. What do I have to do for you now? Oh, the ornithopter at the crash site. That is actually on the far wall. So, We have done that and that. So we got to go up here. There's an ornithopter there. You can actually see it. And then there's another one over there. And the commander is in a room over there. So everything's up there except for that crashed ornithopter, which is going to be on our way out. Oop. I'm just going to pick it up because. I want to try to do this without fighting them, just because I'm tired of fighting them already. So let's see if we can sneak in here. Sabotage this. Yep. Perfect. Alright. So now we're just going to come up here. Oh no, they set off the alarm. Pick this up. And we're going to go kill the commander. And that's the last ornithopter. And then we got to go out. It was sneaky. Come on. Ooh, we got a bunch of people in here now, don't we? Alright, what's up, guys? Double kill. Who threw that? Who threw that? Okay. So that was the commander, the flamethrower person. They're dead. Everybody followed us in this room. I knew that. Oh, hi. That's because they set the alarm off. And now you're dead. That should be everybody out here, which lets me sabotage that. And that should be the last of that, right? So let's check. Living off the land, we got to get that last ornithopter, but it's on the way out, right? That's the crash site. Here, exit the area. Sweet. And here, sabotage the ammo crate. That's why you don't leave. That's why you don't leave. But the ammo crate should be close to us, right? Yes. Ammo crate is actually inside of this building. Sabotage. It's funny because they just watched me do this. So maybe... You know the guys that followed me from before, I guess? Must be. Goodbye. Oh no, I ruined it. Ooh, wow. Sandflies are dumb. There's a sniper in there, so I gotta be careful. This last thing is on this side. Ooh. Seriously? I hit this. I hit that, and that's what threw my aim off. Oh, now I'm shooting you with a shotgun. And I'm critically injured. I hit you from here? Gives me the icon. Ow. That was dirty. Not proud of what happened there. Yes, we are getting the, oh my gosh, man, so many angry people. Yes, we are getting the double stuff. Like the Oreo. That will be tomorrow, actually. Apparently they're shutting the servers down, so... I've got missions to get done, though. There's one. There's two. And there's three. I'm going to hit that button too many times, though. So, we should be down to 9, right? Yay, 9. Mm-hmm. I got 2 combat missions in Blessed Caverns. Looks like we're heading to Blessed Cavern, right? Except... Oh, wait. Crafting? No. It's gathering is where we went, right? I guess we'll do it. So there's that. And then we will do this, which is turning the bad guys against each other. And then this is somebody signaling who's safe. So there we go. Another 3 in the same spot. I likes. We're going to cancel this, though, because we're hurt and we're thirsty. Now we're all better. So onward to Blushing Cavern. Sometimes I don't wear the shield. Just to put a little bit of excitement into it. Let's try it. Let's try 3 missions in the Blushing Cavern with no shield. So I know those things are up there. So we do the 3, and then we have to go down inside the cavern. This one, we got to go kill Leon and Cassian. So I know where to do that. And this one, we should track because I'm pretty sure we got to make some devices, right? Oh, we got to collect the packs. They're up in that section, that central area. So the first thing to do is to get up here to the first Ixion device. We'll turn it on. The second one is leading the way we need to go, and then the third one is right on top of where we need to go. This actually is kind of a shame because I do use. Uh-oh. I do use the shield as a visual for when my power pack's about to quit on me. We just have to pay better attention. Alright, and then we're heading that way. Did not want to go that far down, but that's okay. Okay, so now we got to go down into that cave and figure out where that signal's coming from. But first, we got to go kill all the people here. And we got to pick up 3 little things, craft some eyes. We'll go down there. We'll kill Leon and his friends. And then that is also one of the places that we have to put one of the little surveillance devices. We'll run around the corner, and there's one down in the ravine that no one's near. And the third one is actually at the top of the cave we have to go in for that other mission. So these work together pretty well. Actually, I shouldn't say that because, I mean, it's not like this is the biggest area, you know. So all these missions are going to work well together. Alright. Let's kill this guy. Right about there. Shoot me. What's he double shooting for? Aren't you a fancy boy? Did you see that? That guy totally double shot us. Alright, let's not aim so high. That works out so much better, doesn't it? Alright, let's piss off Leon. There you go, Leon. A little bullet in the back of your head. See how you like that? And then there'll be some bad guys down there. Oh. Okay, Leon's got some friends, though. And I have to kill them. There's one of them. There's another one down here. Oh, that one died. Yeah, I am critically wounded, aren't I? That was risky to try to do that. Ugh. Should have been smarter. Okay, so that should be everybody up here, right? I'm gonna have to track it just to make sure. I've done that before. Locate the cave. What I'm saying is, if you don't completely clear off everybody out here and then go down and do the next one. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright. Before we leave here, there's 3 things we gotta pick up. There's still a sniper alive. That's one of them. This is the other one. And then this is the final other one. Oh, it was the sniper on the platform I was standing on. Okay, there we go. So now I can make surveillance devices. So we go into crafting. And we're going to make 3. We're going to have to wait. I'm going to leave him alive. I'm not supposed to. Let's go kill him. This is for letting all your friends die. Die. You're a terrible person. I was going to say bad words. Let's see. Some of these people we can shoot from up here. Not too many of them, though. Should be somebody with a shield. You. My God. Sparta. Awesome. Glad they helped, dude. This guy coming after me? I feel like he's going to come after me. Alright, we'll just run down here and get shut up. Oh, okay. Let's get out of the sun. That worked out nicely. He didn't even know where I shot from because it was such a terrible shot. I didn't even know. Alright. Device number 1. Let's go up here. Huh?
Enemy sighted.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll pick this up. And we'll put that in there. Tell you what, I think the best thing to do would be to go back and we're actually going to finish this mission off. Just to get it done and out of the inventory. Easy there. Alright, so that one's done. Now all I gotta do is leave. But we're not leaving yet. What is this? Oh, that's the ornithopter. Okay, we went a little too far. Ah! It's right down here, right? Nope. A little bit further over. Okay, so I'm just totally, completely lost. I'm not. It's right down here. That is surveillance device number 2. And number 3 is right on top of where we have to go when we did the Ixian telemetry things. I'm just thinking that cave might be a little iffy without a shield. You gotta drop down. Bad things happen. Yep, we got bullets. Alright. Finally worked. I did not know that was a fall down the hole. Alright, let's get that other sniper, just so we don't have to worry about it. Took me quite a while to line that shot up, though. Now this guy is going to be all douchey and put a shield up. So we'll put a couple drill shots into him, and then we'll go down there and... Ooh. Alright, this will be fun. Normally I just run down there because, you know, the shield makes me cocky. Oh, hey, buddy. That works. Alright. Fun shall ensue here because there's going to be 4 bad guys that spawn right on top of me as soon as I do that. Let's get over here and deal with 2 of them real quick. Okay. And then we got 2 that are over there. If we give them a second, they'll kind of split up. Okay, now that mission is done. The only thing we got to do is drop down this cave. Yeah, I'll take that. I didn't want to have to heal, but I'm going to get killed if I drop down there and do that. This is going to be especially difficult. There's 2 guys in the beginning, and then when I drop down, there'll be 2 more. But as soon as I turn on that little button, there's at least 1 chain gunner, 1 melee, and 2 other guys. But we said we were going to do it, so we're going to do it. Oh, come on. Man, he went down quick. Alright, so down this hole there's a chain gunner and a regular guy. I don't see either one of them off the top of my head here. So, you know what? I've always found that when in doubt, just charge in head first. Probably work out.
Someone's here.
See? Told you. Just works out. So now, when I push this button, there's going to be a melee guy that comes out of here. And then there's a dude comes out of here. I don't know where the chain gunner comes out, but they show up there. But I know there's 4 of them. So I got to kill 4 people before they start really hurting me really bad. So let's go. Oh, that's where the chain gunner guy comes from. Oh, I would really like to move a lot faster. Uh-oh, bad things, bad things. Get some stamina. Oh! They're gonna kill me, aren't they? Oh, you were so close. What? Oh, come on, come on. I'm not sure what happened there, but whatever this is, I just got locked onto it. It's a good job. It's a good job. I'm still going to do it without a shield. What range weapons do I use? I use just a Regis drill shot because I haven't gotten a better one. And I probably do have a better one, I just don't even know it. But I use the Dune Watcher. I was using just a regular spit dart, and then I got a level 3 Dune Watcher, so I couldn't turn that up. But yeah, it's a level 4 static needle, and then I use just a regular drill shot, so I got to replace this with something better. And I do have stuff better, but we're getting down with the usage. Sorry. But yeah, and a level 3 Dune Watcher, so... If I get back here quick enough, these guys won't have had time to respawn. But they might come back by the time I get back up. Depends on how quickly we can deal. Oh my god, I don't even have a weapon out. And you're back here for some reason? Alright. Let's separate these bad guys a little bit. I'm just going to not even face the right way. Alright. Much more manageable. Well, thank you. Now I don't have to go looking for you. And you're the last one. Down you go. Alright. Oh, hi! Who are you? Almost killed me. Alright. Like I said, depending on how... Oh, come on. Why am I going down? There might be a slew of bad guys up top here. They might have had enough time to come back. We'll see. We'll know pretty quick. We were indeed fast enough. Okay. Well, we did get killed. It's BS because we got stuck on the corner there, but I still take responsibility because I shouldn't have gotten stuck in the corner because that can happen. And now we are down to 6. Yay. What do we got? Well, we could do Heart of the Matter. This one sucks. That one sucks, but we're already here. Oh, just a lot of running around, man. This one isn't so bad if you can combine it with open fire operation because it leads you into a lot of the same places. But we don't have that. I guess I could get rid of something. Let's get rid of that one. Because I don't want to do it. Did it work? No. We got rid of it, but it didn't work the way I thought it would. Might not be in the right spot either. But, oh well. Alright, well. We'll do field testing since we're here. That'll get us down to 5. After that, we're going to do this, because it's aboard the Taiki. And we get some cool stuff that way. Let's accept that. We'll take it for you. Rock and roll. And then we've got the energy of the future in crafting, which is not one that we were thinking about doing right now, but we'll just do it. Because that's also in the Taiki. Except, I guess it's for you. And then we'll probably grab this one, even though we didn't talk about doing anything exploration, but that'll be in the Taiki, and we'll get it done anyway. So, that sounds like a great plan. I'm actually going to put a shield on for this, just because we had our funds. And let's go. Might as well switch it. Don't need it, but we are doing field testing, which is a bunch of Borgman, bunch of buggies. First one's over here. This is why I said this is a good one to combo up with the Opapire thing, because your first buggy is right over here, and your little Mentat friend is laying over there, in case you didn't know. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Oh, these things don't work at close range. Tricky thing about this one is in the event that you do these, you get a lot of this. It fills up your backpack like you wouldn't believe. You do get some cool materials from them, But this, just drop it on the ground. Trust me, you're going to get tons of it. Can't, of course I can't. I don't want to. Next one is right up there on top. Could do a Superman jump, but it really doesn't require it. Hey, they respawned. Okay. And the last buggy in this mission is literally right in front of where the ending of fire operation is. So they pair up nicely. Also, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a dead guy right here. He's got some nice stuff on him sometimes. I'll take those. I don't need that or that, but... Swing and slice. Much better. Much better when we're the farther... I ran my mouth. Scary. So the next one's in a little spot between everybody. What are we doing here? Oh, did I pick up stuff? I did. I'm an idiot. Oh well. I find it best to just power jump over here. And then right afterwards, you're just gonna turn that way and it's laying down here. There we go. I love how sometimes it's perfect and sometimes it's just off to the side. Next one's over where we kill Cassian. Oh, hey guys. Oh no, next one's this way, I'm sorry. We can power jump this. Oh, we're gonna hit the scaffold. One thing about flying around the map like I do is when I can't do it or screw it up or don't do it. Oh my gosh, it's so painful. To actually run at running speed. Oh, like the plebs. The peons, I guess, would be the best thing. Okay, now the 5th ground car is over here where Cassian or Leon, one of the. You see me? How do you see me? Oh my gosh, these guys are really upset. That's wonderful. Since we're coming at it this direction, we get to fight little flamethrower dude first. Huzzah! My God. Thank you. Took long enough. Holy cow.
Enemy sighted.
It's very dramatic. Holy cow, dude. Oh! I knew you were somewhere. Okay. Be one more of you. Yep.
Who's that?
It's me.
Any...
Alright. Now that they're all gone, it's this thing right here. going on? Why didn't it break off? Well, I hope that doesn't cause problems. I guess, you know. What would I know? Look at that. See, we already got 330 of this stuff. So that's filling up a majority of our space. We don't need any of that crap. I don't care. Oh, it's because I threw away the spiced beer. Okay. And then finally, the last one, unfortunately, is in the cavern. We just were. So, unfortunately, we got some distance to cover. We can't make it there in one jump.
Reveal yourself.
But we'll be able to do it in two. Should we kill him? I'm taking too long. That's the problem. We need to just do it. It's always kind of been my experience with sniper rifles. If you're, what are you doing, dude? No, no, and I'm gonna follow. Not ideal, but hey, at least he had the decency. He must have hurt himself on that fall. Immediately dodge. And skadoosh. Okay. So the ground car we need is right down here. But I've always found it better to get rid of these guys. Because if you don't, they just keep shooting at you while you're trying to do what you're trying to do. So nasty. Alright, and then we're just going to cut this buggy up and... Actually, we're going to jump off, and then we're going to come back up here and cut the buggy up. Should be you. Thank you for being nice. Should be you. And then finally... It's always got to be one, right? There we go. Alright, exit the cavern and leave the one thumper. The hell am I? Okay. I was all messed up because of big boy here. Double bonus is coming is just for the materials mined with cutter rays, or does the sand spice from compactors get double too? Just from the cutter rays. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's terminology is the problem because we don't mine sand, spice and flower sand. We harvest that. We mine ores and scrap metal, crystals, and stuff like that. Tomato, tomato, but it matters for the bonus. Okay, so we should be at 5. And we're going to pick up an extra tiki thing. Yes, we're at 5, and we're about to knock 3 of them out, so I'll take that. Who are you? Who are you? I guess it doesn't matter. We'll do this for the good of the house. So I've got 3 missions. All of them are in the Taiki. And now is the perfect time to hit the wrong button and then hit the right button. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to put on that. Plenty of space. Because we know we're going to radiation zone. So, rock and roll. You just hang tight. So I do have a cat in here. That was a fun place. Uh, if you didn't do that mission yet, which is when you hit House 20, um, spoiler alert, so you may want to go off, or I'll give you jazz hands when we're done. But for those of you who did do it, I don't know what the Harkonnen side of that is, but I know what the Atreides side of it was, and no offense, but you didn't really give me an option. Like, why do I have to? Like, why am I? Why are you making me take? If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I didn't have a choice. I just went and did stuff. I mean, I never saw the operative. Any news on when the servers will be merged? What's the reason for the double resources this weekend? No idea. The only thing that happened that would have been controversial was there was a big problem with duping over the past several days, and economies on some of the bigger, more populated servers are out of hand. So they fixed that exploit. Um, I honestly, it could be that, but I would think it's the fact that when you have the double weekends, it does spur activity, and that's always good for them. So, but I don't know. And any news on when the servers will be merged? No. They put out a post recognizing the fact that some people had found that some servers were locked if you tried to go visit other places. Um, and all they would say about that was that it's not the full list of server closing. They're just pushing people towards other places. Um, I think that sounds like an answer that somebody would give if they locked the servers so that people couldn't start new characters on ones that they're closing, and they didn't realize that we would figure that out, which is not a stretch. I mean, somebody found it once, like they wanted to go someplace else, and then they're like, oh, wait, why is this locked? And then that just snowballed into everything else. But when they say it's not the full list, I highly doubt that any servers that are currently locked will be unlocked. So if you're on a locked server, I would think that you're going bye-byes. Personally, I am. I'm on a locked server. So, yeah. For instance, on that, or in with my situation, I'm part of a guild. So wherever the guild goes, I will too. So the decision's kind of made for me, but I do get to input on it. At least I'd better. I don't have a preference. I don't care. But it's nice being asked. But for a solo player who has no ties to anything, the only thing I could think of is you're going to have to just kind of wait and see. I don't know when they're going to do it. But what I will do is once we find a place to go, I'll probably make my move live so that everybody gets to see where, what it's like. And, hopefully it'll help. And it really is going to depend on where you want to go. If you want to go to a more high population server, go ahead. I think because they brought up the fact that some of the high pops were locked as well. And it's believed the reason they did that is because it's already got a lot of people on it, and they'd rather put more people on smaller ones. I think because the list of closings is incomplete. So if they're letting everybody spread out on those low pop servers, or everyone's going to the high population server, it's going to cause even more. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't want to be in a busy server. I don't blame you. It's a Steam sale for Dune right now. That's a good point, Wired. Yeah, if they got the game on sale. Of course, if you're just buying it right now, I guess it would be helpful for catching up, because the XP and all that stuff. I don't know when you get access to that. You have to be a certain level in your house, right? So you got some playtime before. When was it? Was it last week or is it current? I mean, at least the mining and stuff you'd get right away. But all the bonus XP and the double scripts and all that stuff, that's not going to apply to somebody who just bought the game. I guess I could power through it, but that's a lot of playtime. So I get what you're saying, Callie, and I do have some reservations myself on this. I got a question about stability because it seems the more populated the server is, the quirkier things seem to run. So great that you want to get everybody together and pack us in a little more and spur some of that PvP and spur some of that PvE coordination because it is twofold. But you better have the server capabilities for it. If you force me to move and that makes me start rubber banding, oh, we're going to have a talk. Oh, I'm feeling a certain way about that. So, you know, that's an issue. You still get to okay, right? Yep. But another way to look at it is it's kind of... I gotta quit talking about this because personally I can't stand this company anymore. But I don't want to name names, but Bungie really had a great thing with Destiny, and I started playing the first one, Destiny 1, all by myself. And then I got to a point where I was just like, okay, they're going to have these 6-man raids, and it's going to be rough if I don't have other people to regularly do this with. So I went in search of they weren't guilds there, they were clans. And I just went on the forums, found a guy that was older people, you know, that's all it was for. So I joined them, and then it worked out really well. Met a lot of great people, people I still talk with. And it's been years and years and years and years. So sometimes you need that little push. There is a certain amount of like security and space that you have in these situations where I mean it's kind of harsh to say, but if you just quit playing, if you're just like, hey everybody, I'm going to be done playing, it's not going to be the most devastating thing to your guild. They might miss you, you might miss them. Maybe you'll still talk with them. If you have a Discord server, you can, but it's not like everybody in your guild is going to be like, oh, Jackrabbit said he's quitting playing. That's it, done. I'll never touch a game ever again in my life. No, life goes on. It's one of the things that makes being in the guild kind of good is because if somebody does roll out, there's still more people. So you get to do more things. But, you know, like, let's say, because when I first started out Dune, I was completely alone and was happy, very happy to do that. So, I'm sorry, moving the mic. But I was completely happy to do it. It was a farming simulator for me. It was resource gathering and stuff. And I only went to PvP when they made me do it. And, I mean, you could even solo farm by yourself. The only thing I have trouble with by myself is, well, it used to be the testing stations out in the PvP area because the enemies are a lot tougher. And I was a little concerned heading out there by myself. I've soloed the PvE ones, but haven't soloed the deep desert ones that are in the PvP side. Just, no. That is probably why I haven't gotten a single... I'm dying, by the way, so we're gonna come over here. We're gonna cancel this, and we'll get out of the sun. Let's get some water in us. I do that all the time. Watch me building a base. I'll have that thing flashing over there as I'm dehydrated as hell. But yeah, so those deep desert testing stations is what I never did, and that's probably why I don't have a lasgun blueprint. I have the original lasgun that I made with the campaign, I guess it would be. I just never got another one. I've gone to the place a few times, but have not been blessed with a lasgun blueprint. And in fact, if you look under the journey, you got all these great things. Which one is it? It's one of the... Not you. Not you. This I just haven't gotten around to. I can go back and do it now. In fact, I'm going to. We're going to do that as soon as we head back home. Heavy armor. Is it you? No. One of these you have to make. It's got to be higher then. Oh, I know. It's not in here. It's for the Steam achievements. There's a Steam achievement to craft a las gun. And I've never gotten the blueprint. The one you get from the one you get through the campaign comes as a finished gun, not a blueprint. So I've never gotten one. So unfortunately. Going to look for another server. Once one is chosen, a few of us will go ahead and move to get everything set up for everyone. That's not going to be me. I'm not. You like doing that crap. I barely have a hold on my own world. How am I going to help other people? I'm just kidding. If we need help, I'll do it. Offer people on our server to come with us. Others can come also. I saw Baron had mentioned that. Why not close all the busy servers and let people go to the low pops? I think the reason they wouldn't want to do that is the potential of a large quantity of people all at once saying, screw it, I'm gone. I understand that if you close enough smaller population servers, the same thing might occur. It's just going to take 10 servers, but I think also it's the logistics behind it. They will affect the same number of people if they close one busy server versus 5 low population servers, and the money of running 1 versus 5 is where it goes into. That's what this whole thing is about. The fact that they overbuilt the game. They built it for a player base they don't have. And now, instead of trimming employees and cutting game stuff, they're cutting down on some of their operational costs. So, I mean, I get it. I hope it's just not a prelude to something else that might be poopy. Let's do this mission while I'm standing here, because we're just burning time. I'm already at 2:15. Look at this. Chatting with everybody. Talking up a storm. It's good, though. That's why we're here. But I don't have any advice as far as the best way to do this. The fact that they're giving you a free transfer is nice because they're kind of forcing you to transfer, but... Oh. The issue I have with that is, you know, let's say I'm by myself. It's just little old me. And they say, hey, your server's closing. So I go to a different one. And everybody there is a bunch of buttholes. I get on there and I'm like, hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm new to the server. And then they just start all sorts of crazy talk and horrible stuff and saying mean things, and they make me feel bad about myself. And then instead of playing the game, I just cry. I don't want to stay there. So I think you can immediately do a transfer again. I think. Because this one technically is free. But if you don't like the next server you go to, you know, there's no way to scout, I guess is the best way for me to put it. And, you know, I don't know how to resolve that personally. I don't actually know what mission I'm completing right now. I just know I walk up to a panel and it says interact. That means something. Something's happening. I don't even actually know what missions I'm supposed to be doing here, but this is why I came. I came because I can knock out 3 missions in this one spot. What do I have to do? Navigation sugar wires. That one I know. This one I know because we have to get the crystals, get the liquid, put a power pack together. That one is so creepy simple. It's the other ones that I don't know that much. Heart of the matter. This is the one I think we were just doing. No, this is the one that we just did. Okay, so I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing now. Need to... Well, at least I think I do. Need to come over here somewhere, and I gotta grab a yellow band. I don't think there's anybody left. Oh my gosh, there's people everywhere.
Shields up. Who's that? Eyes on target.
Well, unfortunately, we're about to take some bullets, so let's get some clearance and stab. Come on, dude. Oh, look at that. Double. You tried to... Oh, no, you're going to get up. Oh, my gosh. Why are there so many guys? Okay, thank you. I wonder what it's like to set somebody on fire and then just watch them walk towards you with a knife. Like, things are bad. It's a bad day, sir. Alright, so that gold one is right over here. We'll get you. There's a chest right down here. Make sure we get... Oh, it took it all. Okay, well, I guess we did. And then... Ah! Should go in here, and I think it's going to spawn bad guys when I do this. I'll take 12 class steel plates. Heck yeah. Yep. That bad guy just stands there. Menacingly. Okay, so while we're talking about this stuff, that actually, I think, finished one of them? Not sure. I know I gotta go this way.
I need reinforcements.
You know what, man? You just run around and push buttons until there's no more buttons to push, right? For this one, I gotta kill all the people in here, which is this person and that person that just ran past me. You just let me kill your friend. And now you're dead. This guy up here always messes with me. He's always poisoning me, so he needs to die right away. Okay. Now we got Mr. Shooty Shooterton here. And there's another guy over there.
Access granted.
Okay, so everybody's dead, and I gotta push this button. Oh, I think it's that one, actually. Yeah, that one right there. But before we do that, because I believe it makes bad guys spawn, I want to switch to Energy of the Future. I want to switch to Energy of the Future because I got to get some of these. Perfect. Then we got to run over here, and there's a box to climb in. Okay, once that disappears, we'll pick you up. I'll take it. It's not bad. Oh, let's get the other one. 7. Hooray. And then this, and that's enough. So once that clears off, we just hit this button and we craft this bad boy, and that mission is donezo. Now we just have to leave, is what it's going to tell us eventually. Someday. There you go. That one's done. And I'm not sure how far along we are on this one. Enable the overrides and purge. That's right in front of us. So this one will track because that I don't quite know where I'm supposed to go. But this one I do. Oh, is that the one? Yeah, we got to go all the way back there. Ugh. Alright, hit you. That makes bad guys spawn. And that should be done. Now I'm just going to run away from them. When you're doing multiple missions, you start building up a decent amount of radiation. So if you... Ooh, he's throwing stuff at me. You come in here, the radiation decreases. Looks like they want to fight, though, so we're gonna go ahead and do it. There you go. Now my radiation's finally going down. I guess stepping off to the side there was a little too close to things. Should be stuff in here. Yeah, there's that. I don't need that stuff. Keep it up. We gonna fight as soon as I'm done chilling. Only a couple guys left to fight, so it's not bad. There we go. That's all gone. 6. I'll take it. Nice little advanced machinery, too. Oh, they ran away. Alright, whatever. So it's kind of nice not having to run out of the ship to decrease that stuff. Oh, come on. Dude. Why? That should do it. 8. I'll take it. It's cool. Alright. And then we go up here, and I don't believe there's any more bad guys, and we should be able to finish off everything. I think one of them's done, the other one we just finished, and that should get the third one. So now we've got exit as an option, but there's a couple boxes in here I want to check. Number 2. There's another box. Come on. Over here. Meh. 4. Okay, so that's exit. This one we just finished, so that is exit. This is the one we're tracking, and this one is exit, so we're done. So, all 3 of them. Would have been great if I'd have gone through all this trouble and then abandoned it, like, as I'm in the process of it. And thankfully, there is a doorway right here. Fell a little farther than I thought I was gonna. Alright. Somebody just took a shot at me. You gonna make it? Yeah. Hooray. Sure. Why not? Okay. There we are. And we are down to 2 more missions. That's going to be easy. Oh, what's up, Chopper? You're late to the party, but that's okay. Just seemed at the end of the day this game should have been released when maybe they were halfway done with the game. Depends on what you mean by halfway. I mean, I wish I had better advice for people as far as this server migration thing goes. But I would say that even if you do it in a very small scale, it's good to interact with people. I'm not saying you join every guild that's out there. As soon as you get an invite, oh, yeah, of course, join. Do your research, see what they are. One of the things I like is a good way to see what kind of group of people they are is you go out into the deep desert and you set up your base like in the videos I showed you, which another one's coming out, should be out Friday. Either Friday night or Saturday morning, depending. Probably Saturday morning. I got stuff I got to do. Today's Wednesday, right? I might be able to get it done tomorrow, and then Friday it should be out. But anyway, you go out in the deep desert and you just watch chat. Watch people talk. You get a semi-decent idea of who they are. let me go ahead and give you my examples. So if I'm out there and I see somebody who's message after message after message after message after message, just constantly talk, 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 we're not going to get along. It's not that I mind when you're talking, people talk all the time, it's great, but when you're just incessant and keep going, it's just not going to sit well with me. Um, Enjoy the silence every now and then, you know. So if you're super ultra chatty, there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm not criticizing the person, I'm just saying it's not for me. You know, it's like Brussels sprouts. I can't stand those things. Can't stand people to talk all the time. Let's say that somebody's on there and they're constantly throwing insults, talking shit, being nasty. I'm not going to get along with them either. Let's say there's somebody who wants to, hey, I'm doing a testing station. Does anybody want to come along? There's a helpful person. That's a person that will help you. Excuse me. And maybe you can help them. But they're at least interested in cooperation, which is a good thing. It kind of gives you an insight into their character, and you'll start getting an idea. One thing I would point out that you can do is you can do sneaky stuff, like we're going to use some of my friends. Okay, so Crace is on, right? If I click on Crace, they're in the never-ending grind, and they're the leader. So he's a evil, filthy, dirty Harkonnen. So I couldn't even join a guild that was with them. But it will tell you if they're in a guild, what position they're in. And let's say Crace was super awesome, and I thought it was great. But these three people were in there with him, and they're all douchebags, and they're in the same guild. Because when I click on him, it shows what guild he's in. Then I would be like, okay, well, even though that person's cool, maybe I don't want to be in that. If you have the option, I would join a guild now while you're on a server that you know the people that are there and see where they're going. Because honestly, this is the guild I'm in. Look at this. Look at all of us. There's so many of us. Boom, I could leave right now. So join a guild, and if everybody sucks, get out. If everybody's cool, awesome. Then you stay, and maybe they'll go that way, and that'll also help a little bit with that transition, because instead of going someplace all by yourself, you'll be going there with an established group of people, even if it's small, but it's enough. As Wired was saying, that our plan is we're going to find out where we're going to go, and then there's going to be some people that are going to kind of go ahead of everybody else, and we'll get a base set up, and then everybody that comes in can store their stuff there and go out looking for their, if their place where their base is normally built, if it still exists, etc. So it's it's an experience. But if you have the option and you can join a guild, and say there's people that you've played with that you've already know that are pretty cool. Now, don't rush it. Don't just look at the first guild you could join, because they might suck and now you're stuck on that world. But whatever. But that's my advice. So I've got 2 more missions to do, but you don't need to watch this. The reason we're doing that is the double weekend starts tomorrow, and they're going to automatically give us 35. So I had 12 here earlier. That's basically 12 free missions, because tomorrow morning, once they do their reset and everything loads up, they're going to push this back to 35. So I got 3 days worth of free missions, which is awesome. And then I'll be back up to 35, and then we have the weekend to get all those done. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know if you can continue. I think they give you the 35, and then that's it. I don't know if you get the daily increase. What I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm definitely going to log in and do at least 5 missions so that I have the space, get it down to 30 or less, and see. Because, if I get it down to, say, 27, and then I log in on Friday and I'm at 27, I'll be like, okay, whatever. And if I'm at 32, I'll be like, oh, there you go. So I don't know if it continues to add or not. Better safe than sorry. The real spoon. Well, I mean, I am, and you're watching me, so woo. I guess that answers that. I do a lot of movie quotes. I will give you that. So we're gonna end it here. Like I said, I'm hoping Friday, part 4 from the Deep Desert Base will come out. I did throw that Fremen Finds video together. Honestly, that was record breaking. I did that real quick. I mean, it's not like the greatest video in the entire world, but I was telling Mrs. Rabbit about it. It took only, there's 3 sections of voiceover that I did for that, and it only took me 4 takes to get all 3 of them done. Normally, I'll have like 30 because I screw it up. Animal does something in the background. I forget how to speak English for some reason. It's terrible. Voiceover is the hardest part, voice recording. So the fact that I was able to knock that out real quick was real good. And I just did that because I've been thinking about it. A couple weeks ago, I saw a post where somebody was talking about Fremen Finds and how it's the worst mission ever. And I did it once and I'll never do it again. And I'm like, well, it's not that bad, actually. And then I saw another post yesterday morning, and a lot of people were agreeing with it. So not only did I make a video, but I stuck a link to it there in that forum for all the ones that hate Fremen Finds. It's not that bad of a mission. It's no better or worse than anything else. Honestly, it's probably great because if you've been avoiding it, just throwing something new in there is going to be like, oh, cool. You're going to get bored of it, but hey. So, anywho. Less than 10K on Steam for MMO is literally dead. No. It's not up to me what's considered a dead game or a live game, but I can't say that Dune Awakening is dead because there's at least one dwarf yet in Moria that still draws breath. So, there you go. Alright, I'm going to head off. I will see everybody on Saturday for sure. We'll figure out if I'm going to do a big long stream or not. Just because of the weekend, it'd be something to tune into, keep you company, listen in the background while you're cleaning or whatever you're doing. We should have plenty of stuff to do, and we'll keep it going. But thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It was great to see some familiar faces. Thank you so much. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, share. Those things are all great for the channel. It helps us grow. And I'm going to head off. So, as always, I will see you out there. Take care.